Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for another edition. Joining me for another edition of Red's View. This is your gracious host, Jay Red. All right, so I was gonna wait to cover this on my broadcast on Tuesday, but I got to go ahead and talk about this, man. So this one is talking about Megan the Stallion and Pardison Fontaine. Now, normally I don't like to get in a mess, but I saw a lot of capping going on about this thing, man. So Partisan put out a diss record, and I'm using quotations on diss record. Partisan put out a diss record towards Megan Thee Stallion. Now I would play it, but I don't want to get any copyright strikes. But I just want to go over what he said in it. But the first thing I want you to look down and look at what I said. It's the hypocrisy for me. All right, it's very hypocritical for a lot of these Megan Thee Stallion fans or people in general, the general public that are talking about Partisan. So it says Megan can diss Partisan, but Partisan can't diss Megan. Megan can diss Partisan, but Partisan can't diss Megan. Now, why are you talking about that, Jerry? Why do you ask that? So the reason I'm asking that is because Megan put out a single called Cobra. Was it last week, I believe, or the week before last? And in that, she talked about getting cheated on. That wasn't what the whole song was about, but she was saying her pussy was depressed and she's been going through stuff, dealing with her parents' loss, the loss of her parents, just the screw, like a lot of stuff that she's been going through, you know what I'm saying? So heart goes out to her for that. But she did say that Partisan, she didn't say his name, she didn't drop his name, but she said that she was cheated on in the same place that he sleeps, which they sleep, right? So in response to that, Partisan puts out a diss record. Now, before I read some of the lyrics in it, this wasn't a diss record, nor do I believe that Megan's record was a diss record. They're literally talking about what's been going on in their lives, why they're not together anymore. That's what it is. Diss records are trying to come at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Now, people could perceive this as a diss record, but to me, it's just talking about, okay, if these are facts and stuff will happen, it is made to make you look bad. But I'm not gonna call these a diss record. It's more of an addressing record. This was a response record that he did. So it's called The Person. She calls herself Megan Thee Stallion, The Person. So it was pretty interesting. Let me share my screen and read some of the lyrics from it. So and this is one of the raps right here. He said, "This the girl I'm trying to propose to. Ask Greg Una. I picked out a ring, then you lied to my face, went on TV and then lied to Gail King. I found out with the rest of the world, God, I treated you like a queen. Whole time I'm a clown in your circus. I tried to pull you up out the mud. Here you are trying to drown me on purpose. You know the devil was a serpent for some streams and views, girl. I hope it was worth it. This ain't for Megan the Stallion. This for Megan the person." All right, so let's look at what else he said. The way that you painted the pictures, a shame. How many times did I catch you texting them niggas? You did you first. I just did me bigger. You flew out the country, ain't called for days. In my mind, we had parted ways. You was back moving awful stranger in an effort to fix. I took all the blame like I always do. Apologize for the shit I know I ain't do. All right. So that was some of the stuff, right? Now, also, he said in it, because I listened to the whole track, and he said that she got lipo. She got lipo, but is in the gym. Now, thing is, I can't stand people who be doing that. I can't stand people who get that gastric bypass surgery, the lipo, but then they be in the gym acting like they're doing, they put in some work. But that's neither here nor there. Now, my reason for making this is not to shit on Megan, and it's not to knock anything about party, but it's the hypocrisy that I want to talk about. I saw a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but I heard people online saying that he was corny for putting this out. Why is he airing her out? Why did he do this? This was a response record. Megan said that he cheated, and that put him in a negative light. She's an artist. Now she caused it, right? This is the same way it could be looked at when Drake dissed Pusha T and then Pusha T dissed him way harder. Some people, it's up to public opinion whether you feel like if somebody does something to you, how do you respond to them? But you know, the some of the Megan fans, y'all hotties out there are heavily criticizing him for responding. He felt the need to actually do this as an artist. Now, me, I'm an artist myself. She didn't have to put out that laundry of her getting cheated on, all this. But guess what? She is an artist and she has the right. She has the right to express her artistic freedom. I do it all the time. I've talked about people in my songs. Now, did I name drop them? Nah. She didn't name drop them, but everybody knew who the hell she was talking about. So y'all need to stop the cap on that. He just responded because put yourself in his shoes. He's saying, hey, man, I've supported this girl through all that stuff, that she was going through with Tori and all this BS. We don't know what he actually went through, you know what I'm saying? But he started the song off talking about like she's not friends with Kelsey and she has an evil spirit, pretty much. And I'm paraphrasing, but this is him expressing himself. So how can you not be mad at Megan for bringing up him cheating, which puts him in the negative? Like, how can you not be mad at her, but you mad at him for responding? That's like, if somebody comes up and slaps you and then you end up pulling your gun out, I can't, you can say, oh, it didn't have to cause for all that. Well, that person shouldn't have harmed that person. You shouldn't put your hands on that person. So you can't control how people respond to stuff, you know. And I think that's the case with this. But I see the hot girl hotties or what, the Megan's hotties or whatever. They're just like, oh my God, why are you going at her like that? That's corny. Why'd you have to do all that? Now, did he have to air out everything about her getting the lipo allegedly and her cheating on him and all this stuff? He didn't have to, but if somebody cheated on saying that you are a cheater and airing out your dirty stuff, you don't want them to walk away squeaky clean. So you feel like, man, you messing up my image, you messing up my reputation. You know what I'm saying? I know men cheat every day, say people cheat every day, but he felt the need to respond. So I'm like, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? How about if she didn't say anything about it to begin with? What if she just talked about everything that she was going through and didn't mention him? Now, I'm not saying that she should have done that, but you can't expect you to poke a bear and then the bear comes back and get you. Now, I listened to the whole song. The song is actually a good song. I didn't even know he was a rapper, but I heard it. Nice beat, cool lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen people talk shit about him for making this response record. Now, it's not a career shaker for Megan, but one thing it is interesting. I do feel like she's an unstable person. It looks like she's an unstable person because she's not friends with her best friend anymore. She's been dating different dudes left and right from what I see, and everybody has issues. When she dating Moneybagg Yo, she was messing around with Tori. That whole ordeal led her to, that's the whole situation that happened. It's so much stuff that didn't happen, but it always seems like she can't keep anybody, and maybe it is mental issues that she's going through or whatever. But not saying I believe everything he's saying, but based off of observation, Megan has been having fallouts just based off of observation. So, but anyway, the reason I made this is because I'm just like, nah, y'all can't get mad. All you hotties, y'all can't get mad at him for responding the way that he did, whether you liked it or not. I know some of you just want to hold your ears like this and not pay attention to it and wish that it'll go away. But I mean, he's addressing it. He was sleeping with her. He was with her, and he wanted to marry this woman. But obviously he's saying that she lied to him. So yeah, y'all can't talk trash about him when she put it out there. Had she not done it, maybe she wouldn't get this diss record. But I don't, again, think that this is a diss record. I just think it's a response record to what she did. I don't think she dissed him. She just talked about what happened. But how do you feel about it? Do you feel like I'm wrong? What I'm saying is BS. Do you feel like he shouldn't, as a man, has responded like that? Or do you feel like him like he should have responded to, because like I said, this is his image, his brand. Because if he wouldn't have said nothing, he would have just been, because I saw people on Twitter and Instagram and all these social media apps bashing him like he was a bad person and Megan is the victim. So he spoke out about it. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about the diss record. Do you give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down? Make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/ResView for more content. And I will see you on Tuesday. See everybody on Tuesday. Peace out.